Hi, it's Doug Coy right here in our hood in Gastown, and so what do you think? Kind of a general question today, kind of a fun question, but I'd like to do this. I hope I get a chance someday. Hope I'm not talking to the other guy. If you had a question, if you had an opportunity to go to God and ask him any question you wanted to ask him, what would you ask? What would you ask God?
What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Sounds good to me.
That's the most important thing you can come up with.
Well, it's almost dinner time right now.
Well, I hope he invites us to dinner sometime. I hope I get there. I hope it's not. I hope I don't go to the other place and it's a barbecue.
I really can't say. I don't know.
You have no idea?
No.
Nothing comes to mind.
No.
You'd have no conversation at all.
Not that I can think of right now. No. Not.
Nothing at all. Nothing? No thinking?
Nope.
No, nothing? Sorry, God. But I'd like to know things like world hunger. Like why do we have so many people starving, children that don't even hardly have a chance in life? What's that all about? Can't we do something about that?
Why is there so much destruction? Why is there so much hatred? Why is there so much violence in this world that he created for us?
Now, that's a good question. Yeah, no, I'm serious. You wonder why.
Well, I believe that in order for us to know good, we have to know what bad is. So the dual nature of being human is the fact that bad must coexist with good. Just like sadness must coexist with happy. How would I know I was happy if I didn't know I was sad? So how would I know what was good if I didn't know what was bad?
I'd also like to kind of know about this free choice thing. Why didn't you just create us with the ability to just love all the time? We don't have hate. We don't have jealousy. We don't have bitterness. It's like those things just don't exist in us. Why do we have all this other stuff?
I believe that God gives us free choice, and that choice is the challenge of humanity.
I had one young person come up to me, just a little kid, and he said, you know what, I think I'd like to ask God if there's a Mrs. God. That's a good question. Then the other question that a young guy came up with, he says, I'd kind of like to know how he came up with the name God. Like, why did you name yourself God? Now that's an intelligent question. That was like a 7-year-old came up with that.
What's my spiritual gift?
Now that's interesting.
Still don't know what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
So you kind of like to know, you believe that everybody has a gift from God that can be used to benefit mankind. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And you'd like to know what that is?
Yes, I would.
See, I got a lot of questions. But I'd like to ask you, if you had an interview with God, what would you ask him? Ooh, tough one. So what do you think? You got a question for God?